Hi everyone, welcome back. I've got a bit of a throwback video for you today. I've been looking back on my channel and I realised that I never finished off or concluded or continued my drugstore concealer under eye battle of the under eye concealer drugstore review. So this is nearly gone, and so I really need to get it reviewed before I get it finished up. It's the Rimmel Match Perfection. I think I've done maybe 7 so far videos. There's a playlist anyway, and I'll add this to the playlist to make sure it's linked for you in the description box. But I've got the shade Ivory 010, and I'm just going to do my normal wear test. To keep the variants the same, I previously always set it with Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I don't use or own that anymore, so I'm going to have to use something different. And I used to use my e.l.f. concealer brush to, blend it in, and now I'm more of a sponge girl. I'm a bit converted for concealer, so whenever I can be bothered to wet it. So yeah, I'll be using different things, but it's been 2 years, so it's not going to be possible after 2 years. The last one was filmed in 2017. It's not going to be possible to keep everything exactly the same. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and if you want to see how this concealer does out of 10, keep watching. So the applicator has a kind of brush tip, I suppose you would call it, and you'd have to forgive me, I'm not going to be using my e.l.f. brush like I did a few years ago. I was trying to keep a consistency with it, but I'm fully converted to sort of a sponge for most concealers, and I've got quite a lot of use out of this one. There's not a huge amount left of it, so I do know that I like applying it with a sponge. Although you can actually use a brush with this one. It's thin enough that it will blend out nicely with a brush if that's your jam. So I'm just getting that painted under the eyes. I've got the shade Ivory, and I've actually got, I've not got the Match Perfection foundation on, but I am wearing a Rimmel foundation in the shade Ivory. Sorry if you can hear lawn mowers in the background, it's because they're mowing the lawns outside. So the colour should match up pretty well, although I'm not actually matching my body because I've got self-tan on, false tan. So I will need to give myself a really good bronze up in a moment. But the foundation at least and concealer should match for now. So it should be nice and brightening once I've finished it compared to the rest of my face, hopefully. I do have a little concealer sponge, the little purple one from Real Techniques, but I just cannot be bothered to wet it because I'm feeling lazy today. So I'm just going to get that put on, and it's going funny just here, and that is the SPF. I've got an SPF on 50. It's by Event, and it's really good usually under foundation and concealer, but I tend to put it on straight away, and I've had my SPF on for a couple of hours now, so it's just went a bit patchy there, but I'm going to try and fix that in a moment with my foundation. So that's it on, and I'm just going to set it. I'm going to use my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Cameo and the Real Techniques contour brush. So I've got about that much on, and I'm going to get that set under the eyes. This is one that you do need to set. As I said, I've got a little bit of experience with it so far. As a skin type, I have sort of normal to dry skin, and I find that I do need to set this. Okay, so I'm just going to go and finish off the rest of my makeup and come back. So the rest of my makeup is done, and I'm just going to examine the concealer. I have sprayed it with this Clinique Moisture Surge face spray just because I'm a bit dry at the moment. And I feel as though it could have a better coverage. It's a medium coverage. I don't have a huge, I'll just tilt that way, see if you can sort of see it better. I can still see a little bit of discoloration through here, but it's not sort of drying at all. And it still feels a little bit tacky. So I'm going to allow it to set properly. I must have not applied enough powder. I'll just apply a little bit more. So I've just applied a tiny bit more powder. I feel like it is a really good one if you have dry under eyes. You know, it feels quite moisturising. So it is nearly midday, and I'll try and do around the middle of the day check-in, but that is going to sort of coincide with the school run and swimming lessons, but I'll definitely come back and do something end of day. Hi everyone, it's about 5:20. So hot. It's like summer right now rather than spring. So I've changed up my lip option to match the watermelon. But it's been on for about 5 hours now. It's looking great. Not at all dry, not settling into fine lines, not crepey. It's just looking fantastic. I can see a little bit of breaking down of my foundation sort of here and here where it went funny when I was applying it. I think it was a concealer actually I was using on my jawline, and bounced my beauty blender on it, or my beauty sponge, and then I'd gone like that. So I think that's what caused that. But my point is, there's a stark difference. I can see the texture's fantastic under my eyes where the concealer is, the Rimmel Rimmel Match Perfection concealer there, compared to there, it actually looks better than the foundation does. So yeah, really happy with it. And then hi guys, this is me, my mom's helper. Scarlett's wants feeding, don't you, darling? Yeah. So yeah, we'll check in at the end of the day. Right, so it's about 11 o'clock, 5 to 11. So it's been a really good wear test. 11, 12 hours. And I'll just have a look, see how we're going. I'm not reapplying lipstick because I can't be bothered. So, it doesn't look too dry. It's not gone patchy. Even on here on the corner of my eye where it was sort of watering, doesn't look too bad. I do love the shade of this as well. I feel similarly to this as due to the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, which I did a review on, in the sense that it's got a lot of good qualities, but I just feel like I just want something a little bit more. So I actually cannot remember how much I gave the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, but I think I'm going to award the Match Perfection 7.5 out of 10. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this concealer, because I don't really hear or see it talked about on YouTube. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.